All right, guys. We didn't get to this in class today. We went over it with, I went over several yesterday. Can't remember, but I wanted to make sure that we went over it one more time because this question's on the test. Okay. This also, if you don't have the little quarter sheet that I gave you yesterday with this on it, this question is on your, it's on your equations quick check. Okay. It's numbers 4, 5, and 6. Now, we worded it a little different than what it's going to be asking you on the test. And I wanted to be sure that you were clear on what to do when you see it tomorrow. Okay? So, I think I'm going to work it from here. And I know a little bit of it got cut off right here. So, I'm kind of going to work off of both of these, okay? I think I am going to work it from right here. Let's work it from your quick check, but just know that I'm going to be kind of coming back and forth between that little quarter sheet and the quick check. Got a little bit more room right here. So let's read this. Jocelyn and Andy purchased items for a school project. Jocelyn picked up 6 paint pens. Okay, so if you remember, I'm going to come over here because I got a little bit more room. We did a little table, and we said, okay, we've got Jocelyn and Andy. And we have paint pens. Posters. And glue sticks. Okay? So the problem says Jocelyn picked out 6 paint pens, 2 posters, and 1 glue stick. Andy picked out 4 paint pens, 1 poster, and 2 glue sticks. So that gives us a total of 10 paint pens, 3 posters, and 3 glue sticks. Okay. Right now I'm just pulling. Sorry, I know that shakes. This table's not very sturdy, but I like it. It holds everything pretty good. I'm just pulling stuff out of the problem, okay? All of this total right here, and our problem told us it was $23.61. He wants to figure out how much he owes, and he remembers that the paint pens were $1.19. So the paint pens cost $1.19. The posters he doesn't remember, and the glue sticks were 3 for $1. Okay? So, if we want to look at what the equation would be, we've got 10 paint pens for $1.19. 3 posters we don't know, and glue sticks were 3 for $1. 3 for $1. So this and this and this. So now we're looking at this amount and this amount and this amount gives us this. So when we take that and we write it into our equation, we have $10, 10 times 119 plus 3x plus 1 equals $23.61. Which right here is this. And of course, X represents what? The cost of 1 poster. 3 posters. X is going to be 3 times X. So that's the cost of 1 poster. On this piece of paper, it asks you to figure out how much Jocelyn would pay for her items. So it wants to know how much did she spend and how much did he spend. All right. So I'm going to use some colors right here to help us out a little bit. So Jocelyn, she did 6 paint pens. Ooh, that's fat. That's too fat, sorry. She did 6 paint pens for $1.19. She did 2 posters, but we don't know how much the posters are. So that means we've got to solve this, or using whatever method you choose, but we have to figure out what is X, okay? We have to figure out what is X. So 10 times 119 plus 3X plus 1 equals $23.61. Now, it's totally up to you how you decide to do this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to work this equation. It's $11.90 plus 3X plus 1 is $23.61. This one and that go together. $12.90 plus 3X equals $23.61. Now I'm going to subtract $12.90 from both sides. And we get $23.61 minus $12.90, $10.71. And divide that by 3. And X is going to be, I think it was $3.57. So one poster was $3.57. And she had 2. One glue stick, keep in mind, the glue sticks were 3 for $1. So we've got, I'm just going to draw you a little picture right here, show you what we got right here. Here's one glue stick. Here's another glue stick. Here's another glue stick. Those 3 glue sticks equal $1 a piece. They equal $1 total. So this glue stick plus this glue stick plus this glue stick equals $1. So how do I decide how much one glue stick costs? Of course, we're going to divide that by 3. It comes out to be 33 cents a piece, which actually is 33 1/3 cents, which is, because this is going to give you 99 cents. So you got 33 1/3, which would be that 1 more cent, but we're not going to split hairs. So this is 33 cents. Now we can take all of this and add it and get us a total for Jocelyn. 6 times $1.19 plus $3.57 plus $3.57. I'm just doing that twice. Plus 33 cents, and we get $14.61. Now I could go through all of that again, but I know that $14.61 and $23.61 was my total. So I can take, we know that Jocelyn plus Andy equals $23.61. I know Jocelyn's $14.61. I don't know Andy's, $23.61. I can just subtract $14.61 from here. And when I do, I get $9. So this ends up being $9. So this tells us her amount and his amount. Okay? Take that. And I will post a picture of this page on Google Classroom when I'm done. Okay? But that is this is what your problem on the test looks like tomorrow. Now, I said I wasn't going to do this. I said I wasn't going to do it. And then I did something with 6th period today that went over really well. and I want everybody to see it. So I'm going to very quickly go back through these few questions on the formative. Said I wasn't going to, but I'm a sucker. I'm going to go kind of quick, though, because we've already been through all of this once today. So Seawall Bike Shop charges $11 fixed fee and $9 an hour to rent a bike. And he paid $56. Now, all of you know that I, in the past, have worked for Thinking Maps, and I am a huge Thinking Maps person. I love to, Thinking Maps just makes sense to me. I threw this together today and did it with 6 period, and I wanted to kind of just show you what I did and how you could use a thinking map. You could use a brace map to help you break this problem down. We're going to use a brace map, which looks like this. It's a part-to-whole relationship. This whole $56, that's our total. What is that $56 made up of? It's made up of a fee. Oops, I'm going to put the word and right here. Or and bike rental. All right, so that's just determining what it is that makes up our total 56. The fee is $11. And is going to be plus. The bike rental was $9 per hour, so 9H. If you take and put you a little equal sign right there, what you now have sitting in this map, this with this is your equation. Look at it. 11 plus 9H equals 56. Or you could say 9H plus 11 is 56. Okay? We know from what we talked about today, the answer is 5. And I've told you, you don't have to solve the equation to get the answer. You can get that answer whatever way that you see fit, but you have to show me your work. You have to show the work. Now, I will go back and work these equations out and post the key. I just wanted to take a minute and do these problems one more time using this brace map just to show you what it looks like, okay? So that's really all I'm going to do right here. So, moving on down to number 3. Matthew and Andy each have a video game collection. The number of video games in Matthew's collection is X. The video games in Andy's is 5 times Matthew's. And the total is 72. So I could take my 72. That 72 is made up of Matthew's and Andy's. Matthew's is represented with X, and Andy's is represented with 5X. If you look at number 3 now, it's asking you to tell which expression, let me put some more colors. Which expression represents the number of video games in Andy's? In Anthony, I'm sorry, I'm saying Andy and it's supposed to be Anthony. The expression of Anthony's, and it's right here. Anthony's expression is 5X. Now it's asking you to write the equation. Well, here it is. X plus 5X is equal to 72. It's right there. It just kind of pulls it all together for you. The answer here was 12. Again, I'll go back and solve these equations for you, but I'm not doing that right now. All right, so in number 6, probably going to have to, I'm going to use the back of this paper to do mine because I don't have a lot of room to work right here. And I'll I'll have all these posted on Google Classroom. Number 6. She went to the grocery store and bought 2 pounds of grapes, 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, and a dozen eggs. The soup cost them $2.69. The eggs was this, and her total was $18.78. Oops, can't see that. Sorry, I underlined all that. Sorry. So, here's our map. Here's what it would look like. We have $18.78. What makes up that $18.78? Well, that $18.78 is made up of 2 I'm too far up on my paper. Sorry. This is made up of 2 pounds of grapes and some soup and some eggs. Okay? He told us that the soup here was $2.69. The eggs were $3.19. We didn't know what this was. Well, at that point, you're just looking right here to see, we can easily eliminate C and D right here. Leaves these 2. So clearly, we're going to be using X to represent 2 pounds of grapes. X represents 2 pounds of grapes. So X plus this equals $18.78. X plus $2.69 plus $3.19 equals $18.78. And X represents 2 pounds of grapes, making the answer A. Number 7. Extra Hand charges a $45 service fee and an hourly charge to clean a home if they charged him $360 total. So we can go ahead right here and put $360 right there on our map. That $360 is made up of a fee and an hourly rate. Okay? It took them 5 hours. 5 hours, and I told you, be careful. Be very careful of those words that are written out and make sure you write the number. So we have a fee of $45, 5 hours, which is 5 times H, because we know it's 5 hours, but the rate we don't know yet. We don't know the rate, which is the dollar amount. So 5 hours, and that's going to equal $360. So now you're looking for your equation. Here it is. 45 plus 5H is equal to 360. When you work that, however you decide to work it, and like I said, I'll come back and work it, but you'll find that the answer there is C. Number 8. Pull this up. I can get number 8 on here. And this paper. So now we have number 8. Eli sells refrigerators. His base salary is $250. His commission is $50 for each refrigerator R. And he needs to make more than $900. $900. That $900 is going to be made up of a base salary, and commission. That base salary was $250. The commission is $50 per refrigerator. And those together have to be greater than this. So if we take our 250, this has got to be greater than 900. He wants more than $900. He don't want $900. He wants more than $900. All right. And then let's look at number 10. Like I said, I will come back and work these and put them in the key. Put it all in Good Classroom for you. I just wanted you to see one more time. I wanted everybody to be able to see this. And Stuart has $26. So he has $26 total. And he spends this $12.81 for DVDs, $10 for lunch, and he's going to buy peanuts. So that $26 is going to be spent. He's going to spend a total. He's spending a total of $26. What makes up that $26 he's spending it on? He's going to buy a DVD, lunch, and peanuts. The DVD, put an and right here, is $12.81. His lunch was $10. And the peanuts were 42 cents, but we don't know how many he's buying. So the peanuts is that per package. We don't know how many package. So that's our variable. And we need all of this to be less than this because that's all he's got to spend. So $12.81 plus $10 plus the 42 cents X all has to be less than or equal to $26. So he can spend all $26, but that's all he can spend. So he needs the amount he's spending to be less than or equal to $26. And like I said, I wanted you to see how all of this was coming together. So, and how I used this thinking map to break it down in order to make those equations come alive. Again, I'll go back and work these and post you a key. But this assessment and this question are your test. Okay? Good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy haunting.